Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to another Animal Crossing New Horizons video. My name is Colleen, and today we are touring the Isle of Skirvey by Michael. She is on Instagram and Twitter, which I'll have linked in the description and in the outro of the video. But this is a French Riviera themed island, and it is so freaking gorgeous. Like, I don't even know where to begin, so I just won't. I'll just let everyone watch the video and you can just find out for yourselves how beautiful this island is. But again, thank you so much to Michael for letting me tour the island for the video. Really appreciate it. And let's get started. So I believe that I should go through the map first, actually. That would probably be a good idea. First, we'll take a look at the statues at the entrance, or just a statue, I guess. Anyways, here's the map of Skirvey. Very good lineup, if you ask me. And I honestly love that just by looking at the map, you really have no clue what to expect. And it's just absolutely wonderful. So first we'll just head over towards Abel's. Now look at these cube lights. How genius to use the stone custom design on the cube light and then just making it look like those little cement, like a cement block, you know? It just looks so cool. I was going to go on about it even more, but I figured that you've already heard enough about the stone blocks. I think that they look really good. And this time of day, too, is just perfect for dream addresses, I swear. Got all of these cute little stands here. I love those counter table items. The one that's at the front there beside the umbrella design that looks like I think it's apples maybe? Creative apples, perhaps. Then if we continue along, you can see resident services in front of us. This cute little patio area. Just love the use of all the pergolas and the gazebos too. They all look so good. And when we get back to it, I'm going to have to mention the flag again because it's genius. I always forget that that fire pit item exists as well, and I really like it. And I don't think that on any of my islands I've ever seen it. So maybe one day. I'm hopeful. Okay, I said I was done talking about it, but those cube lights with the stone custom design. I cannot get over it. Meow's it going, you guys? I will admit, I definitely laughed at that when I was doing the first walkthrough. There's the flag. The orange for the Isle of Skirvey. Get it? Like scurvy. And citrus is supposed to help with that. Genius. Yeah, she was telling me that it was from when she very first started the island. I believe she said like back in 2020. So it's been there since the beginning. And I, for one, am very glad that it hasn't been changed. I love the castle walls, like, surrounding this little area for the home. I think it looks so nice. Same with the stands that are behind it, too. Like, you could use those to just, like, put so many things up on the castle wall. Like, make it look like it's on top of the castle wall anyways. We'll just go through this little kind of residential area quickly. I love the idea too of putting that kind of in the center of the, well, it's not really a square, but I'm going to say it's like a town square almost. And then this area is like freaking gorgeous. Like it just feels like you're in like one of those like small alleyways. We'll say in France, you know, we're on theme here. Quickly reassess where I'm going. I'm constantly doing that because I'm really trying not to get ahead of myself, because that's how I start running in circles. So I try to stay on like one level at a time, and if you've watched any of the other videos, you probably know that that doesn't usually happen, but I am trying. Okay, so we'll head up here, which I love it. I love it so much. I just love it. This truly gives me the French Riviera vibe. And I will say I am really, really lucky. I have gotten to go to France once. But just with that one time, I can definitely say, like, this is it. Nailed it. 10 out of 10, Michael. Just wonderful. The inside of this house, too, is just absolutely gorgeous. And as you probably noticed, too, on the map, there's two of the houses. This one is the fully decorated, and then the other one, I believe it was three of the rooms are decorated because it's just used for, you know, a different purpose. But then, yeah, this one's kind of giving more of like an estate sort of feel. I love the border too for the pathing. It looks so nice. Kind of underrated too, using, well, maybe not underrated, but maybe not mentioned quite often, that the borders are a really simple solution to some pathing problems. So I really like this beach area too. We've got our yacht. What I'm assuming is like a little beach house type area. I just love that storefront item too. And there's so many good customizations for it too, like the actual full color of it, not just the flyers that are on the back. So back up we go. Off to the other side. So we've got the lighthouse, a little lookout point. And again, the early morning sky is so freaking pretty. Alrighty, so let's go take a look at this house that I've been talking up so much. Okay, so we go into the entrance here. Beautiful use of the archways, and it actually gives me a place to hide, which I usually fail at doing, but not this time. So thank you so much, Michael. Really appreciate it. All of the other times, it's me embarrassing myself trying to hide my character when I'm taking pictures. But anyways, the round topiaries too behind the archway, like it just looks so nice. And I was just checking if I could actually get into the back room or not, and I can't. Spoiler. All right, so we go into the kitchen, and like, excuse me? So number one, I didn't even know that wallpaper existed. Had no idea. Maybe that's from the wedding event. I'm just thinking out loud now. Because I did not participate this year when I was on my new island. But anyways, we don't need to talk about that the whole time. The flooring too, which is I believe a custom design, and then the one accent wall, which I'm not going to show again probably. Dang it. It all looks so good. No, I really, really liked that kitchen though. You don't see too many of them like that. Go into a little den area. Again, I just really like the way that she changes the shapes of the room so it just isn't a whole bunch of squares, which I just always do because I never really thought to kind of do anything different. But I just think it makes it look really, really cool. Moving along. Now, isn't this just an amazing pantry? Like, or cellar, I guess, is probably what it is. But just, it's so good. I don't have words. Like, the lighting choice was perfect for it. That little, I don't even know what to call it. That little area with the barrels for the wine. That area where I'm standing. It looks nice. That was a real struggle for me, but I'm not going to cut out that part of the voiceover. Just gonna have to deal with me tripping over my words. Like, it looks so good. I wish I had an actual cellar that looks like that. I would be unstoppable. Okay, and then we're on this like rooftop kind of balcony area. And again, the design is just immaculate because we've got the accent wall just to show that it's like the back of the house. And then we have the little balcony that's all around it just to make it look like it's actually what word am I looking for? A level up. Up one story. Oh my goodness gracious. Anyone else struggle with words like that? I'm just curious. All right. Wasn't I right though? That house is amazing. So we'll go through the little home garden. Just so relaxing, honestly, just walking around this island. All right. One last little photo shoot because I can't resist. And of course, because the camera angles don't cooperate, I have to do the little flingy thing. Make sure I take the screenshot at the right time. Which I did, by the way. And I love too because this island is like obviously completely decorated, but then the fact that we can still have that like open area where you can run around, love that. So crossing over into some more natural area, which just like the rest is absolutely gorgeous. That was me forgetting I can't jump across when I'm in the camera mode. Which, why can't I do that? Come on, Mr. Nintendo. I just want to be able to jump across streams when I'm trying to take a picture. cute little pond. It actually leads out to the private beach, which when I was touring, I had no idea that's where I was headed because I wasn't looking at the map at all at that point in time. But again, really, really like this area. And normally, well, for me anyways, I know that the private beach always ends up being, well, like in the name, like a very private beach. Like there's always a cliff that's kind of blocking it or a couple staircases to get to it. But this one's like super accessible and there's like a big wide area for it. I think it's just A plus. Love this little residential area too. It's so cute. I just love that pathing, the one that I'm on right now. Like some people are so freaking talented, like at making the designs actually look 3D. Because to me, those look like tiny little wood stumps, just as they're supposed to be. And look how gorgeous this area is. Not only can she decorate with the buildings and all of those fancy items, look at this natural area. I didn't even notice the volcano item, if I'm being completely honest. It just blends in so nicely. Although I'm sure it's more so like mountains in this case, but looks really nice. So going into the little camping area, which I love too that they have this little view. Then these two little tents as well. I love when the campsites have like multiple tents or like the kids' tents there too. It always looks so good. And also on that little, like where the camera is, I forget, oh, it's a utility wagon. Yeah, you can put stuff on top of that. I didn't even know that until I was touring Skirvey. So then I put, I think it was coconut milk on my utility wagon on my island today, and it felt wonderful. Just a little proud moment, you know? It is kind of cool though that after over 2 years of this game being out, we're still finding like little things that we didn't know before, especially regarding the items and what they can do, because like there's just so many little intricate things. Like look how gorgeous this is. Just all the placement of things and like the small trees or the stunted trees. And then of course the wheat field item. It just goes together so well. All right, so we continue moving along. Believe I just ran over this way briefly to make sure I didn't miss anything. So that was just the smaller like alley area that I was talking about before. I believe now we're gonna head up here. We'll get to overlook this amazing area. When I tilt up too, you can see like the little doll houses down there. I love the little perspective plays like this. I think they're so cool. So I noticed the vines, so I decided to climb down on the beach, and I definitely did not regret it because there's this gorgeous little area here. Like, look at that view. Love the double waterfall at the mouth of the river too, and especially with the bridge there. So just nice, kind of cozy beach. So you'll probably recognize that building. Like, it's so cool. And then the museum. Now this, like, girl, I cannot. I doesn't compute. Like, pardon? I don't even know. It was like I was staring at the camera like, do you see what I'm seeing? Because, like, it looks so good. And the museum is, like, you'll see shortly that the museum is on a second level. So that's how you can see the top of it over the walls. But it totally doesn't look like it, like, from the front perspective. So it just makes it look like it's this huge museum. And it looks amazing. Like, look at this building. Like, I don't have words. People are so talented, I tell you. I think I even noticed behind those, like behind the castle walls, there's something to block the windows so that you couldn't really see through those either. Like, all these things that I would never think of doing. I also love how there's just this little spot that's on the top here. I'm honestly not sure if I could get up to the very top. But there's that custom design again. I'm pretty sure that was the one that was the accent wall in the kitchen in the house. So this is me probably trying to figure out where I'm going to go next. And it's into the second house. Now this one has a cute little restaurant as the main room. And the other rooms, as you can see, are blocked off, aside from the downstairs and upstairs, of course. I think it's really simple and cute. Like the idea of having like the second house that can be used as a completely different entity, pretty much. Like a little courtyard. I really don't know why I try to do the 360s when I know that castle walls or whatever it's going to be like is going to block it out. Just like autopilot, I just start doing a 360. Got a cute little beach area. And that's it. Real quick one. But also really cute. Okay. Don't quite remember where I head to next. Oh yes. Just to take this thumbnail photo that I just needed to have. Which, do you blame me? It's kind of perfect. Especially with the scooter in there. Too good. Now, don't think I'm rude for running by. I had already said hello. Oh my gosh, unless that was the second character. Now that would have been rude. I'm so sorry if I just ignored somebody. But yeah, there you go. You could see the simple panels that had the black on it just to make it kind of block out the windows. And then with the staircases on both sides leading up to the museum. Oh yeah. So there's this little land bridge going up to this, like, the natural kind of area. And I know I've said it before. I'm gonna say it again. It's just so good. trying to remember what those trees are called. Is it a baobab? I believe. Okay. So I think we might be getting into territory of me running around a lot because I'm not sure if I missed anything. And also just, I guess, jumping back and forth trying to figure out how to get back on the cliff because I clearly wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. Oh yeah, and this back part of the beach too. Like, that looks so cool. You know what? I think I completely forgot to even run back there. Oh yeah, I was really dead set on getting to that bench there. Success. Truly, the wheat field is just a 10 out of 10 item. I really wish Nook Shopping would let you order more than 5 things per day because it's a, you know, really hinders the whole island decorating experience, so I gotta go by 5. Quick look at the map. I love that fountain area too. So I think I sped up this part a little bit because, again, like I mentioned, I was running around trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. Which is a really good thing, honestly, that I was, because I did miss something. Which you'll see in a moment when I'm done running, like I don't even know. Like something. Like a jock villager. Running around the island like they tell you in the morning. Like, good for you, man. Not gonna be me. This beach is what I missed. And it's perfect. Like, look at how pretty. And I love how some of the chairs are positioned differently. It's so much more realistic. Well, I mean, more realistic if it's lived in, I suppose. If you had just set it up, then I guess I would hope that it was all perfect and whatnot, but I really like this aesthetic. So anyway, that is about it. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you've made it this far, really appreciate it. Thank you again to Michael for letting me tour this beautiful French Riviera themed island. Make sure you go give her a follow on Instagram and Twitter. And as always, I hope everyone has a wonderful day.